And we're just gonna read. This is like bonus content you can read, kind of reminiscent of. You can read the bios for the ship's crew after you win the space chapter of Live Alive, but there's really not a whole lot of purpose. Investment opportunities. A pirate fleet is massing on the fringes of the Terminus system in preparation for raid on outlying alliance colonies. Send a tip off to Admiral Hackett. Why would that cost me credits? Yeah. So did that mean that I actually have new missions? Oh, a report will be ready tomorrow. The Certa Foundation can't start tests on a promising new antibiotic because I've accidentally misfiled paperwork. Use your contacts to help them cut through the red tape. See, they have little things like this in Mass Effect 3 as well, where you can use Spectre influence to make things happen, and the key is like finding the opportunities and bringing them up, but there's really no point if you're given the option. There's never a point not to do it. A corrupt politician is trying to levy heavy taxes on all Earth-manufactured goods coming into his system in exchange for kickbacks from local businesses, ruin the politician's reputation with the smear campaign. Yeah, sure, let's ruin somebody's reputation. Seems like a good idea. Just reward. Eclipse mercenaries have secretly set up a red sand production facility on the planet Cuervo. Be interesting. Tip off planetary authorities about the facility in exchange for half the credits seized during the raid. I believe all that this will do is when we come back later, we'll get credits. And there may be new ones that come up. I don't really think so, though. Very cool. We can look outside at a cool place. Presumably this means people outside can see in and know that we're not really Shadow Broker. Oh no!
Council member's mistress has made some unusual purchases lately. She may be expecting to move to a larger mansion.
I can take a model of his ship. Yeah. Steal it. Why would Liara want it, right? Location of a planet rich with Ezo. So this bio, this is... They're vaguely trying to, like, make some play out of the fact that there's a, you know, it's an information network, right? So they're in the spirit of things, they're trying to give us that type of a thing. These are the upgrades we have. I guess there's someplace else probably with upgrades we can research. No, that's armor locker. So we get all the stuff in the Normandy is basically here. Advanced training. I think this is just where we go in and change our powers, right? Oh no, I can redistribute the ability points for all characters, not just Shepard. Huh, I mean, if this wasn't literally the last thing we did in the game, this might have been pretty useful. Can I talk to this little guy? Doesn't look like it.
It's nearly time to repurchase effective caste status on Kashyyyk. I've deducted funds to grant you full elite access.
That's great, buddy. What happens over here? Bathroom. Music data pad. Hey, this dude's still alive.
Shepard, glad you stopped by. We don't get many visitors.
I'm so
Take it
bored.
easy. You've been through a lot.
You're probably right.
So
I
anyway,
never
that's
did
it for our
say
conversation.
Thanks for the rescue.
Thanks for
Liara
rescuing,
never
big man.
gave up on you, Farron. I just helped.
Or give up on you.
I'm still amazed Liara came for me. I'll never forget what either of you did.
Although I will betray you again.
Archives for you, sir.
I see you met the secretary.
So you guys friends with benefit, or what's going on?
For 2 years, Liara didn't stop looking for you.
Not benefit.
two must have been
Friends with a
close.
benefit.
She's a good friend. Better than I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 years, Liara didn't stop looking for you. You two must have been
She's
close.
a good friend.
That's all we're getting.
Better than I deserve.
How did you and Liara both end up looking for my body?
Oh, I
Cerberus
forgot.
headhunted me and Liara to steal your body from the Shadow Broker. I was working for the broker at the time, and he's the one who scraped up your remains in the first place.
This is all part of the backstory, which I guess you can get from like the comic book or something. There was a comic book that came with the collector's edition. It was free, but it was also like incredibly short, and I think it was just like the first 6 pages of an actual comic book you can go out and buy. Because I got the collector's edition for this game, which cost like 10, 20 bucks more, I don't even remember. And came with like an art book and, you know, junk. So, yeah.
What turned you against the Shadow Broker?
He's a big scary
He
monster who
started
eats
working
people.
for the collectors. You weren't their first victim. I was an information trader, not a slaver.
Yeah, that does seem kind of messed up. They was doing that.
What will you do now that you're a free man?
I want to help Liara rebuild this place. But after that...
Your schedule's getting full, sir. Let me sync it to your Omni tool.
No thanks, I'm fine.
After that, I'm going to disappear from the story completely without explanation. He probably gets mentioned in the next game briefly. Might get an email saying, "Thanks for rescuing me." Yeah. Thinking after this is all over, I'm gonna go catch the same disease that's killing your other lizard friend.
How are you holding up, Farron?
I'll be alright. I wasn't always strapped into that interrogation chair. Drell can mentally escape into old memories. It came in handy on the bad days.
What happened when you tortured? Why don't you tell me about it? Why don't you flash back to the torture with your super memory?
How many times did the Shadow Broker hook you up to that contraption?
A lot. It gets fuzzy. He made the guards watch, as an example.
Looks like you've made a friend.
The drone follows everyone. I don't know why the broker kept it around.
Yeah,
A
there's
shell for a
a
specialized
sociable
data processing VI.
species.
Custom built to your specifications, Shadow Broker.
It helps coordinate the network's massive information feeds, but it could use a different interface tone.
Oh,
You
don't be
deemed my default personality sufficient for your needs, Shadow Broker.
I wish it would stop calling me that.
How do you think Liara's doing as the new Shadow Broker?
Operations are
she's
almost
doing
fully
awesome
recovered
at it.
after a
She's
slight dip in efficiency.
she's been doing it for over
Ever
5
since we
minutes
repaired the
now.
network, Liara's been glued to the archives. I caught her sleeping at her desk more than once.
I
She's
never
busy,
didn't even leave.
But I think she likes it that way.
Take it easy, Farron.
Thanks for the help, big man.
Thanks.
For the help, big man. Is there any way I can play that one song from the space bar that I liked now?
What does this console do?
This is the video surveillance access point. I've queued up the archive footage you requested on your last visit, Shadow Broker. Remember, you can zoom in for more detailed viewing and can pause anytime during playback.
I don't remember this. I'm just gonna.
Aria Talok, Omega.
That's whatever. Alright, let's see what that is. Oh, okay, so she's evil. And it starts over from the beginning. I think it would actually get to your dialogue or some kind.
Emily Wong, Citadel.
And then she gets murdered. Okay.
Fred Mazai, Citadel.
So these are amusing. He was doing a "Are you talking to me?" deal, I guess.
Donnell Udina, Citadel.
Well, this one could be pretty important, but probably not. He shoved a guy.
Armando Bailey, Citadel.
He's gonna commit suicide here by jumping out the window. I mean, what? That wasn't that exciting.
David Anderson, Citadel.
DARPA Chief Donald Anderson. Now he shoves this guy. I guess the idea is the Shadow Broker's watching everyone, but none of them are doing anything interesting.
Praetor Gavorn, Omega.
Praetor? Isn't he like the guy from Final Fantasy X-2? I don't even know who he is, but he got shot, I guess, or he shot somebody.
Sinan Al-Jilani, Citadel.
She's interviewing a Krogan, and he punches her. Yeah, I kind of called that one. I don't think I actually
Keeper
noticed
20,
this.
Citadel.
I don't think I actually noticed this when I played through the first time, but yeah, I definitely called that one. Fascinating, Captain.
Matriarch Atheta. Ilium.
She's talking to another... Oh, I guess she was the bartender.
Erdnot Torsk. Tuchanka.
This is Sparta. Yeah, these are probably mostly meant to be funny.
Elias Kellum. Omega. Jacob Taylor. Normandy SR2.
Oh, how are they spying on the guys on the Normandy? I don't get that. This should be a major plot point. I doubt that it is. But Jacob, you know what? Fuck him. He said we were going to get loud, spill some drinks on the Citadel, live life. That never happened. I guess we didn't go to the Citadel with him in our party. And is Miranda going to come in and, like, get all sexy? No, he's just going to do sit-ups. Oh, we'll probably be seeing Miranda, though.
Subject 0. Purgatory. Ship now defunct.
Oh, these are old videos, I guess. Yeah, she went Super Saiyan there.
Arya T'Loak. Omega.
I guess that's it. This is the first one again. Oh, there you go. That was fun. Check for more videos on your next visit. Oh, there's more? I'm disappointed. I was kind of glad to be done. I guess you're supposed to go out, do stuff, come back. I mean, the same deal with investment opportunities and...
A Palvan agent has obtained the equipment used to record the General Harpax and Kilos Tanis duel.
Advanced training. Dossiers. We might actually have enough to make 2 videos now. We're like halfway... we're about 45-minute apart. If this is really it, then it's probably not. Extra activity. Image results for Shepard Saren Spectre. Oh, so we're like looking at her Google searches. News summary for something energy. Subscription activated. After Dark Fashions. Ooh. Subscription canceled. Biotech Research Quarterly. Did a big purchase matter from Omega. Women or from Ilium. Personal correspondence. We reviewed your... Oh, this is not actually her. I was going to do her voice, but we reviewed your application to join the iPartner group and are happy to accept you in the new exclusive Diamond Circle where the best meet the best. iPartner is proud to present you with our exclusive Diamond Circle benefits. Oh, okay, so she's like doing online dating with like super rich people. Access to your account as often as you wish, unrestricted membership. Renewed potential iPartners in full. Review them in 360 vision. Guaranteed first choice of placement of your personal dossier. Questions. Blah, blah, blah. Executive matters for selective people. iPartner reserves the right to censor inappropriate submissions. Hey there, new to all this iPartner stuff? Yes. Well, maybe you tell me about yourself. What sort of work do you do? I can't talk about that. Like some kind of secret government spy stuff? Sounds dangerous, huh? Yes. Okay, how about a little about you? What do you do for fun? Look, I don't really care about getting to know you. Upload your required medical exam results. Sure. You had a mild case of Shindabraxy 4 years ago. Yes, but the doctors have disconnect. Okay, so she's looking for genetically perfect mates who've never been sick. More the same. Hi, my life is like a red rose that is newly sprung. Disconnect. Hey baby, how about a pic? Let's get this disconnect. Uploading medical. Looks clean. Yes. Apartment, block D, 221. Anything I should disconnect. Okay, so this is all very amusing. She's incredibly cold and impersonal about sexual partners because I guess she's trying to have a baby with somebody who's genetically perfect. I guess that's what's happening here. Hey, is that you? Yes, don't worry, I made sure everything is secure. Oh, right, yeah, good call. How are you settling in? Good, the house is huge, seems so big for me. I guess I should be doing it in her voice, because she's ML. How are your studies going? And her sister is who she's talking to, right? She also talks like that, right? Oh, great! I still don't like Snake Day, but I understand everything, you know. Physics and math all seem to breeze by. You walk in like 20th century Earth history is below the standard deviations. You want me to hire a tutor for you? History? No, it's okay. Just not interested, I guess. Ori, what? Fine. Yes, okay. There's a boy in there, Dana. Dana Gozama. Yes, how did you know that? It doesn't matter. His family owns a series of restaurants for the city, good academic record, interested in sports, brother's language, he's 14. I'm sure. Yes, he's always asking me questions in class. I don't think he even knows I'm alive. He's always asking questions, not me questions. I see. How do you get him to notice? Get him to notice? Yes, I can't help with that. Oh, please. Wow, her little sister's kind of an idiot. Yes, boys, you must be sure to always be true to yourself. I know it sounds like silly advice, but if he isn't interested in the real you, he won't be interested. You have to trust that when things are right, he will notice you, and he will appreciate that you are inside now. You can't make yourself into something you are not. Well, because you will never learn that if that special someone falls for you, if you fall for a lie. Oh, I didn't. You are pasting advice from Dear Dinah, column dated 2 weeks ago. We have the extranet here as well, says God. I didn't mean to make you angry. God, I'm already tired of reading all this. Oh, I know, sis. I hate all this being here and you're off doing whatever to save the world. I just hate it. There isn't a point to save the world if I can't even talk to my sister. I'm sorry, I am. That came out better than if you read it in a normal voice. Oh, I'm sorry, I am. Why don't you tell me about this boy? He's different. I hate him already. Randa. Oh my god, she calls her sister Miranda Randa. I'm your big sister. I'm gonna hate all of them. Accept it now. His eye color says blue here. Is that ocean blue or more of a gunmetal blue? Summary. Transmission concluded. Oh, I wonder if they all have this much stuff. Miranda, being like big boob sexy chick, probably got more than others, but who knows. Miss Lawson, as per your request for privacy, this must be deleted or removed from our database upon confirmation of send integrity. Why can I firmly attribute the cause of the benign neoplasm to the irregularity in your genetic makeup? We can confirm that the progressive damage renders you unable to conceive a child. Aww. I feel bad. About 12% of human women's ages 18 to 54 have difficulty getting pregnant or staying pregnant, according to data obtained from the Institute of Species Research. There are many support groups if you wish to discuss your condition and several other options available should you wish to consider the adoption of a child. Oh, she wants a baby, and she doesn't. She wants some baby batter. Apparently, she doesn't really care about forming a relationship with the dude. Okay, Dr. Morton. So, we have the Cerberus officer, efficient, ruthless, obsessed with human dominance. Ooh, not that kind of human dominance. Possible recruitment candidate after elusive man's assassination, destruction of Cerberus. Oh, so this is Shadow Broker writing files. Dr. Morton. So, Professor previously attached to Solarian Special Task Group and Crest credentials, modification to Genophage, re-established 99.9% death rate among Krogan births. Current work with Shepard, obvious atonement attempt. Yeah, I'll give you that. See, he has a lot less because, they don't have a lot of humorous stuff about him on online dating. SCG mission report, Project Firebreak, Drop 16, Waylock Clan Training Center Tuchanka, Terran patrol ship contracted by assisting distraction team, and honorable breaks position at Krogan DMZ to render assistance. As to, you can read this if you want. I'm getting kind of tired. Final review of drop parameters. Mission Specialist Solo suggests change to plan. When informed the plan will not be changing unless parameters shift. Specialist Solo suggests Commander carry as foreign obstruction in Cloaca. Basically, his heads up his ass. Har. Operative Frontal detects incoming Warlock scouts. Scouts neutralize Frontola treated for minor injuries after assisting Specialist Solus as a failure to land undetected constitutes parameter shift. Commander Curie suggests operation may proceed as planned. Specialist Solus suggests black obstruction is in fact Curie's cranium. Now he's saying his head's up his ass. Team leaves and proceeds towards primary drop point. Team splits. Distraction team led by primary center. Like workers leave Agro Center to repair solar array. Primary team enters Agro Center. Performs water and soil tests to ensure a proper payload dispersal assisted by Malon. Distraction team breaks radio silence and forms primary team Waylock group returning. Waylock group specialist Solus asks whether this constitutes parameter shift. Parameter current suggests Special Solus is in fact a walking cloaca. Resident restate supports of holding the line. Hold the line! It's that. I guess it's supposed to be that same guy. Hold the line! Hold the line! So yeah, Solus basically is getting cold feet about the genophage, I guess is what we're reading here. Warlock team arrives. Aggro Center initiates close quarters combat. Some guys get killed. Some guys get wounded. The Warlocks die out completely or get completely killed. Last member prevented from broadcasting alarm due to Special Solus stabbing Warlock guard through eye with pitchforks, sustaining injuries to face and right cranial horn in process. So that's why his cranial horn's messed up. Extraction team arrives to provide relief. Commander Curate notes parameter shift suggests Rantola take injured team members back to ship while he and remainder of team attempt to hit secondary drop point. Despite injuries to the face and head, Special Solus refuses to return to ship. No need for soil and water analysis of secondary site. Curate suggests Solus is one tough cloaca. Cloaca. Specialist Malon, greatly distressed by discovery that Agrifender was staffed by female Krogan, including guards killed in attack. Special Solus calms colleague and provides sedatives. Specialist Malon returns to ship with other injured team members, so they find out they've been killing women, and this bothers them. When they had been just, like, killing, getting ready to wipe out the whole species. Active team finishes disposal of bodies. And they go to the secondary drop point, which is a hospital. Oh, that's kind of messed up. Active team infiltrates hospital undetected. Special Solus determines chemical makeup of soil and water fall within necessary parameters. Payload dispersal into water and food. Active team returns to ship. Special Solus declines treatment. Insists on providing additional care for Harshwal, Sharnak, and Malon. I think this might be like retconned by 3. I thought they explained in 3 how the... never mind. When we get to 3, maybe I'll remember to talk about it. But I thought they talk about how the genophage was spread in 3, and it's different from this. But maybe I'm wrong. Specialist Malon makes formal protest, suggests actions against female Krogan violate mission parameters of maintaining population levels without negatively impacting culture. Specialist Solus requests protest be stricken from record due to Malon's injured condition. Commander Kire concurs. Malon given additional sedatives. Unconscious remainder of operation. Protest stricken from submitted copy of report. But the Shadow Broker knows. What evil lurks in the heart of Commander Kire, the Shadow Broker knows. SCG vessel Veshock 16 lifts off, departing through existing sensor gap. Mission complete. Bibliography. Published works, first writer only. Treatment modalities utilizing redundant nervous systems, dispersal vectors, and compromised ecosystems. Genetic consequences, resequencing methods to prevent tissue cloning. I'm looking to see if any of these are amusing in any way. Threat potential analysis. Turians, humans, Asari, Batarians. That's neat. Production credits, because this is his musical career. Pirates of Penzance, as Major General Stanley. I don't know how to pronounce that. Iolanth is Lord Counselor. I probably should know that. Hamlet as Polonius. Science Fun Today as himself, guest. Science Roundtable, Rights of the Patient as himself, guest. The Facts of Faith as himself, guest. Surveillance Transcript. And a medical clinic on Omega. I can't. Blah, 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 blah. Call. Damn it. Time of death, 22:17. Need to remove body. Sanitize area. Not the sanitation matter. Same plague. Still, no need to risk further infection. How can you? Shouldn't we do something for him? Why? Paternal belief in afterlife involving soul leaving body through eyes. Treatment of corpse unimportant by cultural standards. Unless I remove my enemies. Very insulting. But we just lost another patient. Yes, more patients than time. Impossible to save everyone. Go crazy if you try. Save if you can. Move on. Save more if we hurry. We shouldn't be in here waiting for people to come to us. We should be out there getting medicine to them. I can go. No, pointless. Already more than enough patients here. Can't risk combat with 4 trouble gangs. Better to save those who make an effort to come to us. Doctor, there are blue suns outside. They're asking for all the humans to come out. Of course, expected as much. Losing Dvorak. Need to establish dominance. We'll speak with them. Daniel, move corpse. Go get next patient. Still more to save. Sounds of footsteps. Solus leaves. He's not going to turn us over to them, is he? I don't think so. Listen, when he gets back, tell him I took some of the cure. I'm going to go out and help. But just tell him. Sounds of footsteps. Abram leaves. You can't, my god! Sound of gunfire. What's going on? Sound of footsteps. Souls returns. Cut up, dangerous pass. Blue Suns didn't expect resistance. Foolish of them. Won't make that mistake again. No chance to, I suppose. Please up. Need you to be in here for next patient. Wait, medical supplies missing. Corpse not removed. Where's Daniel? He said, went to the slums. Trying to help us too sick to come in. Yes. Damn. Almost got through the whole thing without coughing. His decision. Hope he lives. Can't help him now. Too busy. Bring next patient. Wow, man. That Morden Solis is one stone cold son of a bitch. And there's more to be read, but I'm thinking Miranda had the longest because she's, you know, big boob, sexy woman. Although each individual thing for Solis was longer than her little short things. Jacob Taylor. He wants to get loud. Pour some drinks on the Citadel. Spill some drinks, rather. Bromance, bro hugs, hugging it out, cranking with ease. Excellent soldier, biotic training, despite solid service history, clearly placed on Shepard's team primarily for stabilizing elements of personality. Oh, come on, you're picking on a guy. Workout routine, does like a billion crunches or whatever. Most popular workout entertainment, Blasto, the jellyfish stings, making of Blasto, the jellyfish stings, Old Yeller, Centennial Remastered Edition, Asari Confession 26, True Blue. So he likes porno. Old Yeller Centennial Remastered Edition. I don't get it. There's this whole thing in the Justice League animated series. They had like big burly ex-Marine black dude version of Green Lantern who liked Old Yeller. So I wonder if that's a reference to that. Military correspondence from Mr. Jacob Taylor, or to Mr. Jacob Taylor from whatever. Dear Mr. Taylor. Dear Mr. Taylor, it was with great regret that I learned of your resignation from the Alliance military. In your many years of service, you have proven yourself an exemplary Marine. You have been an invaluable asset to the Alliance military, and we will miss your expertise and loyalty. And you are no longer allowed to shop at the PX. Or the MCX, I guess, was Marine. Is he a Marine? Yeah, he was a Marine. It is for this reason that I am prepared to offer you a promotion to the rank of First Lieutenant along with a corresponding raise in pay grade. I would welcome you as an addition to my company. I hope that you will give my offer due consideration. I personally look forward to your response. That's not, I don't believe that's the normal response to a, somebody tries to resign from the military, so you offer them a promotion. That's not really a behavior you want to, encourage. People who are just going to, like, you know, the military doesn't really work that way. I'm going to quit unless you give me more money. That really isn't the way it works. Personal correspondence. Oh, it's from Ron Taylor. The guy who, I haven't thought about this in a while, but it makes me happy to remember. He was the villain who was the father of a character in the story, so there was, like, daddy issues involved. And the dad had an army of retarded sex slaves. Son, if you're reading this, then I'm gone. With the inherent dangers of these missions, it's sometimes foolish not to have some letter like this ready. So I'm sending this before we get too far from our last relay, and I'm forced to take on an army of retarded sex slaves. I remember the look on your face when I left. You wanted to ask me not to go, but you didn't. You've grown to be a wise young man with a strong sense of duty. I wish I could take credit for this, but it has more to do with who you are than anything I taught you. For example, if you'd learned more from me, you would have gone after an army of retarded sex slaves. The truth is I haven't had it around enough, and you're reading this, and I'm never going to have the chance to fix that. My job as the leader, as the guy who has a harem of retarded sex slaves, is an important one, but a man can't hide behind the pressures of work. This has to be my last trip. Was to be my last trip. Easy for me to say now, I know, but the money from this expedition would have let me settle down with you and your mother to carve out some kind of peaceful, quiet life far away from the pressures of space and retarded sex slaves. Before I left, you were talking about joining the Alliance. I hope you find the same kind of peace and camaraderie with your team that I found on the Gernsback, with a bunch of guys that I had murdered and women that I turned into retarded sex slaves. I love you, son. I'm proud of the man you've become. I wish I could have told you that one last time. I guess I just did in the form of this letter. The end. Subject 0. Man, it's gonna take a minute. Abnormal biotic powers. Archive combat footage compares favorably with Pargia's facility's expected results. Easily manipulated through emotional impairment created by severe abuse and confinement during childhood. Extranet log. So she avoids the Normandy's extranet connection and works off a private Omnitool line. Search of Cerberus News Archive. Search term Cerberus and Pragia. Blah blah blah. Elusive Man, Miranda Lawson. Citadel Newsnet Archives, Galactic History of the Last Decade. Signed up in Citadel Newsnet forums. Video of Geth attack on Eden Prime. Video of Geth attack on Citadel. Video of Commander Shepard Spectre inauguration. Closed after 12 seconds. So she's researching Shepard and... yeah. Video of the crash in the first Normandy. Video of Alliance vessel escape pod procedures. Mass relay location map. Saved local copy. Major shuttle ports and Citadel worlds. Major shuttle ports and Terminus system. Travel warnings. List of Citadel no-fly zones. Banned from the Citadel Newsnet forums. Excessive and repeated swearing. Derogatory comments. Inflammatory comments. Circumventing work-safe filters. Sign up for Galactic Champion Poker. I don't know if the passwords and usernames are meant to mean anything. Played Galactic Champion Poker for 15 minutes. Banned altercation with other players. Chat room moderators. Use commercial 6 program to wipe extranet history. Intercepted message. Dear Jacqueline Knott, thank you for submission to Galactic Poetry Monthly. We regret that we are unable to use your submission at this time. Galactic Poetry Monthly generally focuses on metered verse, and you may wish to check our guidelines before submitting again. Text of your submission. My soul burns with for darkness, quenched on a lonely plain, blah blah blah. Aww. Yeah, if you want to read that, go ahead, because it would have seemed that they're attempting to take the poetry seriously, and I'm probably not going to do that if I read it out loud. Helios Medical Facility. Tap for possible servers involvement. Oh, this is a transcript. Dr. Castor, I'm so sorry. These things are so much about prenatal element 0 exposure that we don't understand. Unidentified woman. But no, she was fine. She was fine and happy. You just told me she did a checkup. It happened quickly. We were unable to bring her back. You just said she needed a checkup. How did this happen? I'm very sorry. I want to see her. No, man. Believe me. After what the seizures did to the poor child's body, you don't. I don't. Did this happen? Okay, so somebody takes their daughter to get a checkup, and the doctors make up some story about how she died, and then send her off to Cerberus Evil Camp. Seems pretty unpleasant. I don't know how this happened. We don't know, I'll be honest. It's the first Infinite we've lost this way. Oh my god, why? We're working on treatments. Government doesn't put much effort into it, though. Don't want to interfere with their biotic recruitment. Sons of bitches, those cold sons of bitches. Listen, I mean, that's doing up at the right time, but if you really let us study your baby's body, we can do some tests. You want to keep her? I don't want another family to go through what you went through. Okay, yes, whatever helps. That was a quick decision. Thank you so much. The nurse will have you sign a few forms. I'm so sorry. 105 more lesions. Open to secure channel authorization. Yes, we have got a candidate. Yes, the highest potential I've ever seen in years. No, the family's been dealt with. Send a team for Prague. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Okay, so we got someone.